Popcorn World. Popcorn World.
Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in the back of a can. I can make it round the world when the holes in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. 250 flavors. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. It's a popcorn world. It's a popcorn world.
You're now listening to the Brothers of the Five. At shooting guard, it's your boy, Killer Cam. At small forward, it's Reggie Love. At point guard, C Major. At power forward, Al B. And at center, Mr. Noise, Lloyd Spence. And now, the Brothers of the Five.
Add one more plus me and you the
We are back from a much-needed vacation. The Brothers of the Five. That is Reggie Love. That is C Major. And yes, we are recording this tonight. And we are all Colts fans. We are all Colts fans because this is before the Cowboys Colts play. And I need the Colts to get things done tonight. They'll be messing around. Get this victory.
Get this victory.
Get this victory.
That's right, Dion.
Get this victory.
How y'all feeling tonight, man? Y'all good?
Yeah, we good, man.
Yeah. Everybody Thanksgiving was hot.
Yeah.
And we good and full and ready to go.
Yeah, man. I just called the Colts offensive line. They seem like they're ready to go tonight. So
okay, all right. That's what I need to hear, Reggie. That's what I need to hear. That's what I need to hear. Well, listen. In case y'all didn't know, we back, but he gone. We got breaking news right off the top. Breaking news right off the top. While you were resting last night and getting ready for the next day, Deion Sanders hopped on a plane and went to Boulder, Colorado. Why? Because he is now their head coach. The head coach of the University of Colorado Buffaloes, which brings us right into question number one. Number one, did he make the right decision? Question number 1A or B, where do HBCUs go from here? Where does Jackson State go from here? Where does college football go from here? But let's talk about all of it. Reggie Love, we'll start with you, man. Were you surprised at any of this?
I remember saying a couple of weeks, Deion can't surprise me because you just never know what he's going to do. I mean, here's the thing with that whole situation. I'm not going to go into 1A right now. I'm just going to go in that first one. Is we never knew what Deion's goals were. You know, Deion never. I don't think he said that. Hey, my goal is to be at Jackson State. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go any further. This is it. I don't think, to my knowledge, he never said that this was his major goal, his main goal. And if he never said that, then we can't be surprised.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great way to say it. Great way to say it. Cam, what you thinking, brother?
I'm thinking it's a hell of a move that Deion made. I think he did what he needed to do. He resurrected this situation. He got this on the map, and then he's moving on. Everybody else does it in every sport, in every every gender. I mean, this is what you do. You go over there and you get promoted from wherever you at, and that's basically what he done. I think he was making $3 at Jackson State. Was it $3 or $4? Okay, well, anybody else would have done it too. And I think what he has done, he has paved the way for others at this point. So I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Colorado. They finna start getting more recruits that they ever seen in their lifetime.
Oh man, the
money
internet,
to the school, all kinds of
internet's
stuff.
on fire. The internet's on fire right now about those recruits. It's unbelievable. 100%. So I'm gonna come a little bit different way, but I'm actually picking it back a little bit off of what Reggie said, because the irony of what Deion has done is that while he never stated what his ultimate goal for Jackson State was, he has not lied to anybody. When asked, what do you want to do? Are you entertaining new offers? He said, and I quote, "I would be a fool not to listen." He said that. He said, if I take an offer, it will be because I have coaches that work for me that have never seen the kind of money that is available to them at a Power 5 or in another opportunity. So I would do it for them. Would you take your kids? Of course, those are my kids. Why wouldn't I take my kids? He has not lied about anything. So from that perspective, I can't be mad. I don't think I'm upset at it. I think I'm disappointed because I wanted, selfishly, and I think a lot of us did, wanted him to stay in this HBCU situation and see if there was a way to I don't want to say resurrect it, because it never necessarily died, but to infuse a new life into it to where it would grow and blossom. And now all HBCUs were looking and functioning like Jackson State. That's what I think we were all hoping would happen. However, that is a monumental task. And maybe go ahead.
That's a thing that I would like to ask or get your opinion on.
Yeah.
It's only one Deion, if you think about it. It's only
one
Deion.
Great point.
If I think Lord and we talked about this yesterday. Well, for example, Deion, if he stayed there, what would be the challenge after you win the championship 10 years in a row? Will the other schools be able to get them the type of finance to redo the locker rooms, read the jerseys, be able to get the funds to bring some of the players, the top 100 ESPN players into their program? Will they be able to follow the same thing that Deion? It's only one Deion. Let's be honest. Deion personality is magnetic. He's one of those, has that great charisma. He can sell sand to a shark. He can sell raid to a bug.
Yeah.
It's only one Deion. That's the question. Could the other HBCUs fall in line the same way Jackson State fall in line in that aspect of it?
And I think the easy answer to that is not without someone being their leader, if you can understand what I'm saying. I think the SWAC and the MEAC need a leader. They need a personality, a someone who has the charisma to be able to sit at the head of all of that, and they be the ones to drive it. Right? I don't think an individual coach can come in with the cachet like a Deion to do what he did for all of HBCUs. But if they had a Deion at the head of it all, now you got an opportunity to build for something real. But he has shown the blueprint that it can be done. Now, I also say this. I also think he's probably made Jackson State worse because Travis Hunter is out. Shedeur was on the plane with him. He was at the press conference. Shiloh is en route as well. The two top receivers that he's got. He's already said, if y'all didn't see he does all social media. So he filmed his first team meeting today that he had with the boys. He told the boys, I'm bringing some of those players with me.
And some of y'all should stay. Some of y'all should not go.
Stay, right. Right. Some of y'all should stay. Some of y'all might want to, figure out the situation. So he don't be lying. We just don't like the truth that he's telling.
Yeah.
Now, who is TC? I mean, he mentioned that he put his name in for TC. Who is TC? I'm not.
Oh, great question. TC, I don't know his exact name, but I do know that he was a young man who was on the staff prior to Deion getting there. And then Deion kept him. I think he was the only coach that he kept from the holdover of the last staff. He likes TC, and he wants TC. He's lobbying for TC to take over because TC is going to use his blueprint. Here's the reality of that situation. It will not be TC.
Facts.
It can't be, because you can't have fed everybody prime rib for 3 years and then say, okay, we back to crystals. Nah. That ain't gonna work. So you're gonna have to figure out. I'm hearing rumors that a name is coming, and I think that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna have to go try to find another name, because now the whole community is like on fire. You're just coming off an undefeated season and a chance to win the Celebration Bowl against North Carolina State. I mean, I know like a North Carolina. What is it? North Carolina is the other HBCU in the MEAC. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So you can't go back. You got to go forward, especially if you're trying to build that stadium. But I think to answer the rest of the question, I think this is a time and a moment where HBCUs need to come together and figure out, based on what Deion has done, what do we want to become? And this is the time to have that conversation and go forward. And I think there's a window of opportunity to become something great, but you got to seize the opportunity. Because Deion has proven, if you coach well here, you can parlay that into a Division I or maybe NFL job if you do well.
Right.
Coaching is coaching.
Do y'all see if he has 2 or 3 great years at Colorado, does he move on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be another Power 5 school. That's another stepping stone.
Right.
Although Colorado is going to throw a ton of money at him.
Where is Colorado? What is Colorado? What are they in?
Pac-12.
Pac-12.
Yeah,
wow.
Pac-12.
Oof.
And now that there's 12 teams,
if I'm not mistaken,
go ahead.
He signed $5 million. He signed $5 million a year, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I'm hearing too. And see, here's the problem. Now that it's 12 teams, you don't have to necessarily run to a bigger conference. Now you can kind of find your groove and make it work.
And the top dogs are gone. USC,
right.
USC, and UCLA.
USC, well, Utah ain't gone.
No, of course. But I tell you what will be gone, some of their recruits.
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, and let's speak to that for a second. Because now I'm hearing the top Colorado recruits a lot of them are saying, I'm going to reopen. Like, I think the number one recruit out of Colorado, who I think was headed to Ohio State, is saying, yeah, I'm about to open up my recruitment again. Yeah. So I think a lot of those guys are going to stay. I think he's going to close the door to State.
Now, the quarterback already hit the transfer portal.
As he should have. As he should have. He has no shot. When you've gone 1-11, you have no shot to get that job. Zero chance to get that job. Yeah, Shedeur will be the starting quarterback of Colorado. It is so.
I don't know. I would have stayed. It depends on how young he is. If he's like a freshman or sophomore, I mean, stay.
If he's young, I would have stayed. Because you could learn and then maybe take the job in a year or two or whatever. But
yeah, because I'm sure he's bringing Zimmerman and all those. I mean, you talking about NFL coaches that he's bringing with him.
Yeah. Deion told them today in the team meeting. Deion told him in the team meeting today. He said, they asked him, "What's the summer going to be like?" He said, "My goal is to make you quit. If you don't quit, if you survive, then you probably deserve to be on this team." I said, "Well, there it is."
Wow. And you know another thing about this move that Dion is open to is he has a open bank, not necessarily open bank account, but that bank account is a little bit larger. What I mean with regarding NIL, you think about that you have the boosters who's opening up that wallet for him. So you think about in that aspect, if his goal is to take it to another level.
He said he already met with the boosters. They've already met. He said, my goal is to make it where y'all don't have to chase the NIL. We're going to take care of you. I said, oh, man, he's saying all the right stuff. All of the right stuff. I mean, he gets it, man. So what is it? Okay, so you asked a good question, Reggie, and I want to piggyback that before we go off this question. Dion is laying a pretty significant blueprint. Like he really is. Can other coaches, and more specifically, other black coaches, can they follow that blueprint and maybe take the same path? Because that would shift college football significantly. Could have Ray Lewis, could have Ed Reed, could have I'm trying to think of some guys who are football minds, but also have that strong personalities. Brian Dawkins. I would love to see Brian Dawkins coaching somebody. I think he'd be phenomenal. I say guys like that. Go ahead.
Yes and no. Here's why I say yes, because of their coaching, their knowledge. But if they don't have the money at that school to bag them up, let's think about what happened at Jackson State. Think about the facilities that was completely changed. Think about the names on the back of the jersey that was completely changed.
That's all DR.
Think about, you just think about all that he changed. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Delta Airlines came out and said they will fly him for free or something like that? Fly him or be a part of this? One of the airlines came in part of this. Yeah. So that's why I say yes and no. Yes, they can bring that style, that attitude, that way of thinking like Dion. But if you don't have the financial bagging to bring it to that school, I think they will have trouble. And let's be honest, if your son, he's 8th, 9th grade? I'm sorry, what?
Ninth.
Cam,
ninth grade, freshman.
Yeah. 9th grade. So just think, Cam, your son is a junior, and you have Alabama to come visit me, and you have a HBCU come visit me, and you go to Alabama's facilities, and you go to Alabama's, and you got an NIL coming across the stage, and you got this, or do you go to Ray Lewis?
I'm going to help you make your point.
Over here, or you got a ex-coach, what really can't bring you anything. What do you do, Cam?
I sit there, I looked at them across the room, and I tell them, guys, I'm sorry. He's going to Oklahoma.
Well, let me use Oklahoma for example.
Yeah. No. I got you, Reggie. It's a no-brainer. You can't compete with it.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah. You can't compete with that. Yeah, that's crazy.
And Jackson State's facility like this, it was upgraded. It looks nice. It just ain't this.
It's just not that. That's all it is right there.
It just ain't
look
this.
At the smile. Look at the smile on Dion's face. Look at his smile, man.
And then here's the other reason I want you to see this video. Because as much as it's about him being able to have that, this is for one of his assistants. This is for one of his coaches. Come on, man.
Yep.
That coach ain't never had that room. He ain't never had that room. Look at this.
And that's one of his coaches.
Look at his face. State of the art. They said movable seats, movable tables. And you say, well, that's not a big deal. You just move the tables around. No, it is a big deal. It's a time saver. Man, we've all played, man. Reggie, you said something, and we'll close on this, I guess. Lloyd, the facilities, man, they gonna never be able to compete because of the money in the facility. And I know that's true, but it breaks my heart that it's true. I mean, because it's you're right. It's if HBCUs don't figure out how to save themselves, then they're never going to make that. They're never going to be able to compete ever. They got to save themselves. They got to decide we want to be in the game. And guess what? There's never been a time where business wants to support Black everything more so than now. So if you ever go organize and do it, it's now. But if you're not going to do it now, then man, I don't know how you survive.
Yep.
I don't know how you survive. I just don't know how you survive. So I hate it. I hate that Deion is not the savior, but he's not.
And let me be clear when I say this. I'm saying I support HBCUs. I'm all for it, but I'm a realist on dealing with these young men coming out in the recruiting. Like I just said with Cam, it's just like, dude, these kids are different. Let's be honest. These kids are different now. Brother, you better come with something. I'm being honest. I'm just being honest. We all deal with them. We see what's going on now.
Listen, I appreciate that Lotto can dance and she's got a nice body, whatever. But Zendaya makes $30 million a year.
No brainer.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I know that's a horrible comparison, but where's the lie? I'm just saying. So anyway, it's tough, man. But I think that's where we are, but we'll get. We'll have some more. We probably gonna be talking about this all week. So all right, okay. Let's go to question number 2.
We got an update and we got some breaking news.
Carry
the
on.
update is that Anthony Davis now have 41 points and 14 rebounds.
That's right, doggone it.
Yeah, that's MVP. Hey, he's the top runner for MVP right now too. Slide over, Luka. Slide over.
Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest and mean it.
Slide over, Luka. And then the breaking news is that Jimmy G is out for the year with a broken foot.
Oh, he's out.
He's out. Ooh.
He's out. Wow.
That's tough for 49ers there, boy. They was rolling.
Well, they were able to pull it off today.
You got a broken
against a very talented Miami team, but you're right. I don't know, man. I don't know.
My pick has been rescinded.
I don't know if they can go the distance. That's tough, man. Oh wow. Wow. They already announced it. Wow.
That's tough.
Wow.
That's tough.
Wow, that is very tough. That's very tough. Well,
and he's finna get paid still.
Well, I think he proved his point. I think he definitely proved his point, like that he's at least serviceable. Wow, that's tough, man. That's really tough. Jeez.
Man,
I almost want to move.
They're two starting quarterbacks. San Fran has lost their two starting quarterbacks this year.
2 starting quarterbacks in the same season. Almost back to back. Wow. That's tough, man.
Ouch.
Won the battle but lost the war today, possibly. That's tough. Well, okay, so I guess we'll get back to that here in just a minute because we definitely got to talk about that. Championship week's over, y'all. Question number 2. What was the most important game of the weekend? And question number 2, who took the biggest L of the week? I'll go first. The most important game of the weekend was TCU's performance, and it's not even close. If they had not performed and proved that they should at least be in the conversation, because if they had gotten blown out of that game,
style point,
Alabama would have got in.
Style point.
Yeah, but they proved they were supposed to be, and that's what I was trying to explain to some people, because the people were trying to tell me, "No, man, Alabama's probably going to get in now that TCU lost." I said, "There's no way. There's no way because they proved they belong." And Dugan if he's not going to win the Heisman, he'll be number 2. I think he'll be a solid number 2.
Yeah, and I'm gonna piggyback because I know we spoke about it, and you made a good point here, Lloyd, when you said that. How can you put Alabama in there with a 2-loss team and you going against a 1-loss team, but Alabama didn't even make their championship game? So that was another thing they couldn't get Alabama over that hump.
Right, especially if you're trying to send a message going forward for the 12-team playoff. you know, that championship game got to mean something because now it's a bye. Now in 2024, it's a bye, right? So it's got to mean something, and you got to set the precedence for that now. And so shout out to Nick Saban who tried it. He tried it.
Yeah.
That's talking way in there, right? Nope.
I ain't mad at it
Yeah, and you get Kansas State while you at it.
as a president. And that ain't gonna be no easy game.
Not with that big offensive line, it ain't.
That
They're
is
trying to
not
wear
gonna
them
be an
down.
easy game.
Not at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, they offensive line, defensive line is real.
Yeah. What about the who took the what y'all say who was the most important game?
I'm definitely going with TCU because if you can lose, but the way that they lost got them in right now.
Yeah.
Yep. And they
That was-
and they
you know,
5-1 and they 5-1 gets top 25 this year too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's tough.
What were you gonna say,
So,
man?
and you know, can we say that USC Utah was 1A and 1B? Because let's be honest, if USC wins the game, they're in
They're
that
in.
4. Ohio State is not in.
They're in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, that was a huge one. And so I think Ohio State needs to send cookies, tips, treats, gift cards to Utah. Whatever. 'Cause Utah has helped them get into the Final Four.
Fact.
Can I be honest? I would have loved to see Utah play Alabama.
Oh,
That would have been a good
I
game.
would've-
That would have been a more interesting game to me.
I would have loved to see Georgia and USC. I think I was wanting to see that for some reason.
I
I don't know. I know we got Florida State, and we're going to put the smack down on their candy.
Oh my! I will relay that message. I'll relay that message to Charlie Ward when I see
Don't
it.
tell Charlie that because they quarterback get hurt. I don't need Charlie Ward coming in. Don't do that.
I'll let Charlie know the smack is coming.
No, don't do that.
I'll let it know.
Hey, man, keep that between us, please.
Keep it between. Okay, all right. For now, I'll keep it. So who really took the biggest L this week out of championship? Coming out of championship, was it USC or was it Alabama thinking that they could have got in despite?
USC
I
took
think
the toughest one. USC had the Heisman quarterback. You know, they got Lincoln Riley. They finna make the jump. They won this many games last year. They only lost one game this year. They in the college playoffs. California is back. They run everything.
Yeah,
That's big. Yeah.
That's tough.
I agree.
That's tough.
I agree 100.
That's tough, man.
But shout out to the U. The U is back. The other U.
Yeah. The Utah.
The Utah is back.
Hey, you know what was the turning point of that game to me? When the kid from USC made a play, and he did the U and turned it upside down, and he did it towards the Utah, and after that, it was done.
Stop putting gas on the fire, man. Just
Right.
After that,
Take some off, bro.
Done.
Take some off. See, for me, the turning point was when the Utah dude ran off the left side. They threw him a little short screen pass, and he ran down the left side. And the dude and the quarterback tried to tackle him, and he didn't stiff arm him. He didn't even try to run him over. He just said, "Move." Would you stop? Stop! Get off me! And the USC dude applied. He was like, "Oh, my bad. I didn't know you were trying to score." That's bullying on the highest level. When you make a man stop trying to tackle you, that's bullying on the highest level right there. So, yeah, man, it was an interesting championship weekend for sure. So question number 3: Georgia number 1, Michigan number 2, TCU is number 3, Ohio State is number 4. Did they get it right? You say no.
I think they got the 4 right, but I would have flopped something in there.
Okay.
I personally would have flopped. I think I would have flopped Ohio State and TCU, and I know why they're doing that.
Right, we know why they did. Yeah.
But I just still feel like I still feel like Ohio State is the better team than TCU. So I'm flopping TCU. TCU is 4. Ohio State is 3.
Can I be honest? I'm a little stunned that they didn't do it that way.
Yeah, that's.
I understand why.
Yeah, because they want to
I
see
do understand. I do understand. Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
a possibility of seeing Michigan and Ohio State in the national championship game.
And oh my God,
No,
the race,
I know. I don't. I think the reason why the three teams that they put first, second, and third all made it to their conference championship. Ohio State was the
Great
only
point.
team that didn't
True.
make the conference championship.
Great point. Great
So
point.
that I'm not saying that TCU is a better team than Ohio State. I'm just saying that's why they gave Ohio State that 4th seed.
But ain't it supposed to be ranked by the committee? Ain't it supposed to be ranked the better looking teams? No matter, you know, that's still think about this. If TCU, if let's think about this, who didn't get in? Alabama. Say that Alabama had the 2 losses they had, but Bryce was out both games. The committee looks at that and say, who is the better team though? What is the better team, the better situation? You know what I mean? And
which is why Tennessee ended up set.
From point A to point B, Ohio State is better than TCU from point A to point B.
But then if you take and I'm not disagreeing, but if you do that, you saying the conference championship doesn't mean anything.
No. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. You still got them in. They still in there. I just think the seeding still got to be who's the better team. Like, who would you think is the better team right now? Who would you think is the better team? Even though TCU won the Big 12, who do you think is the best team?
On paper, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
I was gonna say on paper it's probably Ohio State. So, but if I'm being honest, I don't know that because the way Ohio State looked against Michigan in their own house, I don't know. They maybe because Ohio State's resume is not as good as TCU's resume. If we're looking at it right, it's not as good.
Yeah, but so TCU is 5-1 against ranked opponents.
Right.
OU is not ranked. I don't think Kansas is ranked no more. That was two of the 5, I believe. So right. I mean, it was early. Kansas hadn't played nobody, and they was ranked. They started playing teams unranked. So like that's part of their ranked teams. Like I think the committee got to look at the entire package, the entire deal of what's going on. You know.
Listen, I
does it matter though? Does it really matter? Can we?
It doesn't matter.
Can we cut the show off and can we start the show from a year ago and we talking about Georgia? Does it even matter?
Listen, all roads lead through Athens, so it don't really It don't matter. And by the way, Georgia was disappointed that they only beat LSU by 20. They were so mad that they gave up 30 points. They couldn't even celebrate right. That lets you know how, and so now you got a violent Georgia coming into the playoffs. This is not good, people. But I think they got it right. Ultimately, I think they got the 4 teams right for sure. Let's go to question 4.
Hey, our 30-point lead is gone too, by the way.
That's okay. I think they can hold on. I hope they can hold on. Question 4 is near and dear to my heart because when we left, Golden State was out. The Nets were out. The Lakers had only won like 3 games. We're back now. And it looks like Golden State is the 6th best team and only 3 games back. The Nets are in the 6th spot, only a few games back. The Lakers are 9-12, but they're about to be hopefully 10-12 here in just a few minutes. And also got probably the best win of the 3 teams, beating the very dominant Bucks team who had Chris Middleton in the lineup. Are these teams for real? Are all 3 of these teams for real? Or is it just good scheduling?
I'm going to say this, and I hate I'm giving the Lakers some credit, man. I really hate that I'm giving the Lakers some credit. I'm really not.
Take your time with it. Take your time. We are all Colts fans tonight, so this is a safe space.
I want to say this. I'm not giving them all the credit. I want to say that the Lakers are reminding me when LeBron made the decision and he went to Miami. In one point, they was figuring it out that hey, it wasn't Dwayne Wade's team; it was LeBron. I think in one sense that the Lakers are figuring out that it's really AD's team. And if let's be honest, AD is playing the way that everybody expected AD to play. Long as AD stays healthy and he's playing, if he can continue this type of play, yes, the Lakers are a contender.
Yeah.
Yes, but the problem is with the Lakers is they have to keep playing through AD. Do not take off the gas. You have to play through AD.
Yeah.
Number one, it keeps LeBron healthy. Let's be honest. If you're trying to play through LeBron and 30, 40 minutes a game, and it's going to be a lot of wear and tear because that's what they started off doing. And next thing you know, LeBron was injured for 2 or 3 games. Y'all do remember that. So,
yes.
So, yes, in that aspect, contenders. Let me go to Golden State if real quick. And I'm just going to talk about Lakers and Golden State.
Yeah.
If Golden State don't fix that bench,
they can't win.
They may be a first round exit. That's just my opinion.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I'll pick up on the Nets and then I'll go back to the other two. I don't know what the Nets are yet.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what they are. They're very Kevin Durant heavy, and Ben Simmons seems to have shaken off some of that rust, but it ain't like he's doing a whole lot of. I don't know. It's just they're an enigma to me. I don't know what they are, and I'm not sure they know what they are yet. So I think they're still figuring it out. Now, the good news is the schedule is lined up to where they can get wins while they figure it out. So that's working in their favor. But I'm not ready to call them one of the best teams in the East yet. I think they may be heading in that direction. I think Golden State is starting to look more like what you thought they would look like. But I think you're right. They may have to make another move. That DiVincenzo thing is a little, his health and then Wiseman having to go to the G League. What is that about? Bro, what is that about? Why are you in the G League? Bro, you're a grown man and you're in the NBA. Why are you in the G League? You're a first round pick. Why are you in the G League? I don't understand that. So it might be time to make a move there. And then, of course, the Lakers. I agree with you, Reggie. I think now I'll say this, and Cam, I'd love to hear your thoughts because we're both Laker fans. I still think we need a move. I still think we need because the Patrick Beverley thing is not working out at all. He's actually being exposed in this Laker team as to what he is. Like, bro, you're just loud. You're just loud. You're just a loud player with a lot of activity, and that works for some teams, but that don't work for good teams. You're just loud. So I don't know. I'd like to see us get a stronger starting point guard, if we could. But listen, Westbrook has accepted his role. That seems to be working out just fine now.
We have a point guard.
Who's that? Who's the point guard? Schroeder?
Yes.
We still need another guard, though. We still need another one, and it'd be nice to have a 3-and-D guy. It'd be nice to have a 3-and-D guy. Somebody can shoot that. Yeah, but we need somebody else that can take the pressure out. We can't have Russell Westbrook out there shooting that thing. We need somebody else to shoot that thing. So, but are they all for real? I'd say 2 of the 3 are for sure for real. The one, the jury's still out. Because is Kyrie just about a week and a half away from doing something else stupid? Probably. He probably asked for time off here soon. So, Cam, your thoughts, sir?
First of all, Anthony Davis is now have 50 and 15.
50. 5-0. 50.
Here's what I think. Shouts out before the season even started, before LeBron can even open his mouth. It has nothing to do with LeBron. Darvin Ham at the press conference said we're gonna run the ball through AD.
Hold on. Say it correctly. That was not the right way to announce his name. Soon to be coach of the year, Darvin Ham. There you go.
Soon to be coach of the year.
Stop. We all stop that.
Why would he not be, Reggie? You started 2-10. You started 2-10, Reggie.
We 8-2.
They're not going to give a coach of the year without him being top in the conference.
Okay, Reggie. We apologize.
No. I'm not apologizing for nothing, Reggie. Mark my words. If they make it somewhere between 1 and 6, he is the coach of the year, and it's not even close.
Okay.
Mark it down. What time is it? 7-12 on 12-4.
You said this, I didn't. You said this, I didn't.
I said it with my chest. I said it while wearing a Biggie shirt.
Okay.
Listen, Darvin said at the press conference, we're going to run the ball through AD. He said that's what the offense has to be. He said that's the only way you get longevity out of LeBron. That's the only way you get everybody else to rally around people and do. You got to run the ball through the best player on our team, which is Anthony Davis. Ain't nobody fighting it. Ain't nobody refuting it and nothing like that. Matter of fact, the games that we done lost has been with LeBron trying to take over a game that he had no business taking over. You know what I mean? Indiana, the Kings, the Suns, like all that, you know what I mean? Run the ball through AD. So I love it. I love what we're doing with West. I hear you saying that we definitely got another trade coming too.
I think so.
We may. I'm reading all signs pointing to Chicago with Valanciunas, whatever his name is, and DeRozan. And if you can do that, man.
Don't do that. Don't
listen. All right, let me stop. Let me just talk about at
don't
hand.
tease me like that.
Let me just talk about what's at hand. I apologize. First of all,
that's like Promise Me Cheesecake Factory while we driving past Red Lobster.
I apologize. But what I do want to do is take this time out, and I do want to thank somebody for a lot of our success this year. And I'm looking right at you. I really want to thank you, Reggie, for not having faith in Lonnie Walker and letting this high flyer 3-and-D wing player and all this stuff. We really appreciate that, man. We really.
First of all, I told y'all he was a good player. Did I not tell y'all he was a good player?
He about to get locked down. He's about to get locked up.
I told you he was a good player.
Trust me.
Listen, Lonnie Walker is a baller. My God, he is a baller.
No, Lord, use your word. He's a stud.
Bruh. 4 for 4 tonight from 3-point. He's the only 3-point shooter we got.
Say, man, this guy gets off. Listen, no, he ain't Kobe. I'm not nowhere near saying that.
That's not what we saying.
But I ain't seen nobody get off the floor in a Laker uniform like he do so quick by the basket. Like, the guy is electrifying, man. I love everything he's doing. Listen, this whole team, they handprinted Darvin Ham.
Yeah.
Darvin Ham is coaching the team. And this is something that probably LeBron ain't used to, having a coach that's saying, this is what we're going to do.
See, you're still not soon to be coach of the year.
Right? Darvin Ham. I apologize. Now, Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn is about to turn it around too, though, honestly, because they got their people healthy now. They got Curry. Joe Harris is back in the lineup. Royce O'Neal is playing better. They just got to get all these people playing together because these people new trying to fit this system that they got. So,
well, why are you saying that? They're being beat by Boston right now by 26 points.
They're beating Boston?
They're losing to Boston by 16 points.
Okay.
With a minute left to go.
But Boston is one of those teams, too, that's 8-2 in their last 10 games. We're 7-3. After today, we'll be 8-2. So, listen, man, I'm just sitting back. Like I say, we could go get Kevin Durant on our team right now. If Anthony Davis is not healthy, this is all for naught. We could have got Kyrie. If Anthony Davis is not healthy, this is all for naught. I've been saying that from the beginning of the year. It don't matter what we do. Now, I will tell you this, though. A healthy AD and a healthy LeBron, we have good pieces around them. I'm just going to say that.
Listen, the pieces are better than what we thought they were, for sure.
Can I tell? See, I think I need to be a GM for the Lakers because all along I told y'all, first of all, I told y'all point guard that y'all brought in, he ain't the same guard that he was 10 years ago. And I said that. And number two.
Who are you talking about? What point guard are you talking about, Rich?
The little one. You know who I'm talking about. You got it. Y'all just say y'all need to get rid of.
Talking about Patrick Beverly?
Patrick Beverly.
Westbrook.
Yes. Beverly.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. We have not won no games because of Patrick Beverly. But we ain't lost none because of Patrick Beverly either. It's just a wasted spot right now.
Yeah, let me get my segment in.
Okay.
And I said I need to be the GM because I said y'all needed what type of pieces around LeBron and AD? Younger pieces.
Everybody knows that, Reggie. We know that.
You didn't know that.
Reggie, the whole world knows you got to put shooters around LeBron. Stop that. Don't do
No,
that.
I said not only. I said younger pieces.
Okay.
That no. Here's another thing that you guys are forgetting too. What's going on?
Reggie, why you talking? Update 55 for AD.
Here's another thing that's going on with the Lakers. Those younger players are starting to get in the rhythm of their role.
Yep.
They're knowing where to be at. What position to be in on the defense. Hey, my role is I'm going in and I'm going to shut Bradley Beal down. That's my goal. Or I'm going in and just to rebound and or I'm going in just to knock down the shot. See, that's another thing that I'm giving credit to Darvin Ham. I'm not going to say future thing. He's getting those other young players to know their role and get fit into his system that he wants to have. So I am giving Darvin Ham and AD credit. Whoo, boy!
Why are you refusing to announce that man properly?
LeBron don't get no credit for what's going on.
No, listen.
I
think he gets the credit.
Know what I said? I said the younger players around LeBron and AD. I just said LeBron now.
Now, can I talk about a couple of players that we don't have? This is for all the Laker haters who think they know more than me. For all the people that want to be Laker fans, this is for all the haters. Caldwell Pope sucked right now. And Lonnie Walker is better than Caldwell Pope.
I mean, it's hard to argue against that right now.
Who's the boy in Chicago? Let me just get this right. Who's the high flyer, the little white boy in Chicago?
Caruso.
Austin Reeves is better than Caruso right now.
Oh, no.
Hey, you want what do you want to look up about it? What statistical category, minutes played? He don't even play basketball no more. Do you want to go by?
I mean, if you look at the numbers,
let's be honest. See, here's the thing that we forget again. Everything is system sometimes. That the Austin kid has found a great system for him. Like we said about if you put Austin in Chicago and Caruso, they switch places, you may not be saying this.
Caruso,
because there's a little bit more pressure. There's a little bit more pressure. There's a little bit more pressure on Caruso in Chicago than that kid is in LA right about now.
Hey,
that makes a difference.
Hey, we didn't get rid of Caruso. He left for more money. We was paying him his value. Your value is because your value is you playing with LeBron. This is
let me say this
because you playing with LeBron.
Let me say this. I ain't mad at the guy for going to get his bag.
No, I'm not either. But I'm saying you overstepped your value because you thought you was worth more.
He was worth. You worth whatever somebody's willing to pay you, and somebody thought he was worth that. Chicago thought he was worth that. Now we didn't.
Don't do that because Russell Westbrook is not worth $42 million. Don't do that.
No, but we didn't pay him that. We're stuck paying him that. That wasn't our decision.
But I'm saying you chose to leave. You chose to leave for $3 million more. Right. LeBron is that $3 million. He putting you in good situations to do this.
Right.
At that time, when Russell Westbrook got that contract, we all didn't disagree with it.
Yes,
because at that time he was
no. That was Houston. That is the stupidity of Houston Rockets. That's what that was.
That wasn't Houston that gave him that.
That was the Houston Rockets.
That was Washington, wasn't it?
That was the Houston Rockets. That was the Houston Rockets.
Houston signed him to that deal. I thought that was Oklahoma.
Houston signed him to an extension.
Okay, but listen to what I'm saying is, but when he signed that deal, he was averaging 30, 20, and 20.
Right, he was a triple-double machine.
Without being able to knock down a jump shot. Yes, he was.
I'm just saying, if you're looking at statistics, and I'm not saying I disagree with you, but I'm saying if you're saying I'm paying this man by his statistics, he was putting up outrageous numbers. Now we all wasn't winning anything.
Caruso wasn't putting up great numbers.
I'm not mad at Caruso for going to get the bag.
I'm not either, Lord.
But
I'm saying Reeves is better.
And I also don't disagree with what you say. I think Austin Reeves has settled into his Caruso-like role very well. So we haven't missed a beat or missed Caruso at all. Now Caruso probably misses us. Just like Kyle Kuzma want to come home Because I hear him on these interviews talking about we would have repeated if everybody would have just stayed. Well, brother, you could have stayed.
Danny
We
Green
would've
is
paid you
hurt.
less.
Danny Green is hurt. Dwight Howard's out the league. Rondo was out the league. Oh, that whole team. Listen, that team was put together around what we had for that year. We've got a brand new nucleus around this thing.
I
man.
mean, listen.
Thank you,
Everybody missed their first love, but
Well,
you try to make the second relationship work.
y'all
well.
two need to stop right about now. Y'all two need to stop. Y'all need to stop.
Reggie, you gotta let us have this, man. We started
I'm
2 and 10.
I'm be quiet.
We started 2 and 10, brother. We 10 and 12 now. We're doing good, man. We're doing good.
You are. I'm giving you credit. Have y'all ever seen me give Lakers as much credit as I gave today?
I'm thrilled. Tonight I'm thrilled, Reg. I gotta be honest with you. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. I ain't even mad. All right, y'all. Question number 5. The final question of the night. NFL's most impressive team this week was, and the most disappointing team was. For me, I'll go first and get out of the way. Man, listen, that boy Joe Cool, he doing his thing out here, man. To get that win. Now, I was at home, so I'm gonna stall him out on that part. But still, you beat the best team in the league. That was impressive, brother. And then I got to give props to the Eagles. They listen. I hate the Eagles. I will always hate the Eagles, but
God,
I hate them. I despise that team. I despise that city, Philadelphia.
Worse than the Cowboys?
It's pretty close, brother. It's pretty close. I put it like this: if I had to go out to dinner,
it's deeper than football.
You're right. If I had to go out to dinner with somebody from Philly and Dallas, it would be Dallas. Yeah, and I wouldn't even send an Uber for the Philly person. Yeah, I don't like that team. But having said that, they balling. They are balling. So I got to give them credit, man. And then for me, the disappointment, Russell Wilson, bruh. 200.
He get a pass. He get a pass.
Oh man, he'll get a pass.
He done had 2 procedures done to his body during the season. His shoulder was messed up. He got to get a pass. We know Russ ain't like this.
$250 million.
I apologize, Russell Wilson.
brother. And here's what makes. And by the way, Nathaniel Hackett, you might want to go home and pack tonight. Because you just lost to the Baltimore Ravens without Lamar.
Yeah. They had them down the whole game, didn't they? They didn't score not one touchdown.
Bruh, how about this? How about you could not, your defense held the Ravens to 10 points. You couldn't score 11. Nathaniel Hackett. If I were you, I would go ahead and resign because there's probably some college teams out there that need you, bro. And you can get one of them jobs right now while it's hot, man. Get it while it's hot. Because you are done in the NFL, sir. It is a wrap, C-Scap.
No, you're going to have another year.
No, you can't give that
group. Hey, that's not Elway. Don't forget that's not Elway. That's a new group there. They can't afford to do that. They can't seek it like that yet, Lloyd.
They can't put that product back out there another year.
That's a new group. That's a new group. You can't do that. Everybody was in on Russ. Everybody was in the basket in on Russ. Russ is hurt though, man.
Russ is gonna be there.
Russ' shoulders messed up. Everything starts with your quarterback. Everything does. You got to give him another year.
Nathaniel, call U-Haul. They got great holiday deals.
I don't know, but don't call Indy because we don't want you. Our coach is coming. Our coach will be coming right now. After college football, our coach will be coming.
Who we going?
We're bringing somebody back in the system.
And now, do you agree with me? We need to scrap our whole coaching staff and start all the way back over.
We're bringing somebody back into the system. He in Michigan right now, man.
Oh, no.
Let him finish out. He in Michigan right now. Yeah.
No, y'all got to back up a Brinks truck if y'all think y'all going to get him.
We got Jerry Jones. I'm sorry, Irsay.
Irsay.
We don't care about that. Come on,
Okay,
man.
all right.
We
Well,
paid Carson. We paid Carson Wentz. We don't care about that.
well, who was your most impressive then? Since that's where you're going with it.
I answer last.
You going last? You want to go last? Okay, Reggie, who's your most impressive this week?
Oh, I got to give it to Cincinnati. Even though it was in Cincinnati, and that last play, man, Burrow stood in there. He just stood in there.
I agree with Reggie.
I got to give it to Cincinnati. And should we say Miami is the team that they dropped the game because Garoppolo went out in the first quarter.
And you wasted 146 yards from Tyreek Hill. Just wasted.
All right, fellas. I hate to be this person, but I got to go for personal reasons.
Well, give us your people before you go.
I agree with Reggie. Cincinnati for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, they beat the team that's probably going to be in the Super Bowl.
Man, I don't know now without you're talking about Kansas City. Yeah. Because it's all roads going through there.
You agree with, before he leave, disappointing. He agreed with me on Miami too. That was a disappointment.
Yes.
It's pretty disappointing, yeah.
Must be a beatdown.
Yeah, that's true.
Jimmy G left early.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Listen, it's gonna be an interesting week coming up, man. But shout out to Dion, I guess. I don't like it, but anyway. Thank you guys for coming through. We hope you've enjoyed the 5. We love y'all, man. We'll see y'all next week. We'll do it all over again, man.
Lord, you staying on? We put the game on, Lord.
Okay. All right, y'all. Peace.
Five will get you 10 when you're plugging in with the there's no mystery. Let's make history with the 5. Oh, the strong will 2 and 3. Add 1 more plus me and you.